Good morning from Montreal. Jean-Serge, Gagnon here. Today we're going to talk about your target market. Should you go after a narrow or a wide market, right? I mean, the thing is that you can go after either of those markets, obviously, but why is one better than the other? You know, when I first started, I went after a wide market. I started with this blog, Success Tips, right? Success with JS. You can still look it up. It's still out there. And, you know, I was basically doing these little success tips on all sorts of different topics. And I thought that would be awesome. But the thing is, I thought it was way too broad. I was going after everybody because, you know, relationship tips and financial tips and parenting tips and everything. I mean, things I learned over the years, but, you know, it was way too broad. And then, and now I'm a little bit more focused on, you know, helping somebody trying to get the basics of online entrepreneurship going, right, with these simple online strategies. But I can give you an example. You know, the thing is, well, the answer is you should go after a narrow market. That's for sure. It's a lot easier because you can grow from a narrow market to a wider market over time, but you can't really start at a wide market. And you know, you'll read a lot about that. You'll have lots of people telling you that, and books and audios. All the leaders, they all tell you to go after a very narrow. The narrower the better. And you know, you can think of this example. Like, for example, say you're into makeup, right? You could be going after every single woman because they all buy makeup, right? That's very wide. And even more, you could go after everybody because, you know, guys buy makeup for gifts, right? So you could go after men as well. And that's very wide. That's really makes it really, really hard to have the right advertising in front of them, to have the right message, to have the right content, because you're trying to cater, like, okay, do I talk about, you know, how a guy should think when he's looking at makeup for his girlfriend or for his wife? Do I talk about how a woman cares about what she looks like and why she wants makeup? Because she wants to look better, she wants to impress people, whatever it is, right? What is it that you gotta do, right? And the thing is that for this example, let's say for, you know, in this example, you could actually go after, you know, women of a certain age that have a specific problem with their, you know, their face or their body type or their skin type or whatever, right? Or even more narrow than that, you can go after men that buy makeup for their wives. And that way, when you have a message, you're talking to a guy, right? You're telling him why he should be buying this makeup versus that makeup. And it becomes a message that's clearer. And you can even make it more narrow than that. You can say, I'm going to go after a guy that buys makeup for the first time for his girlfriend, for his wife. He's never done it before. He doesn't know anything about makeup. So your content could be around explaining the different parts of makeup. What are the, you know, well, see, I don't even know. You know, what's the stuff you put on your cheeks, your lip gloss, your lipstick, you know, all these different things, your eyeshadows, you could explain all these things because the guy doesn't know, right? Because it could be a guy that's never bought any makeup, or it could be a guy that knows, because I don't know, like for me, I've raised girls, so I do have some idea, but obviously not that much. But you know, the thing is that's the thing. Your target should be as narrow as possible, as small as possible, so you can make it precise, so you can make messages clear, so you can be, you know, talking to the right person. And so make sure your market is as narrow as you can make it. You'll be thankful later. All right, so make sure you get on my list. So by the way, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you enable the notifications so you get told whenever a video comes on. It's there's 3 little dots at the top there. You can say enable notifications if you're on Facebook, of course. And make sure you go to Master of Simple, masterofsimple.com. Put in your name and email, and make sure you get on my list so you don't miss any of these videos. And I'm also going to send you a free ebook, the top 10 simple online strategies that actually attract customers and team members to you. All right, so go to masterofsimple.com, put your name and email, and we'll see you on the inside. Have a great day.